If you collect Pokemon cards, right now is probably one of the most interesting times we've ever had. The modern market as a whole seems to be continuously going downward. Take a look at the Lily's Clefairy, almost down 50% since release. We even got sealed product like Journey Together, which I personally think is a really good set, by the way. Pokemon printed so much product that even scalpers can't compete and prices are falling back down to MSRP. Even cards that were considered grails at the beginning of the year saw insane highs, now retraced back to exactly where they were last year. The market moves in waves and seems like right now people's attention are not focused on Modern. Recently, there's been a lot of attention on tag teams and megas, and while a lot of these cards doubled and tripled in price over the past 6 months, it seems like these two have reached a high and are slowly starting to come back down. If tag teams and megas have already reached their peak popularity and are going back down in price, where is the attention going next? I think it could be the black and white era. Now, is it a coincidence that Pokemon announced a brand new black and white set coming out this year? Maybe. But here's the big difference between black and white versus XY, Sun and Moon, or Sword and Shield. To my knowledge, Pokemon tries their best to print as much product as there is a demand for it, as we can see right now for Journey Together. Back then, during the release of the black and white era, Pokemon wasn't as popular, so there's not as many of these cards out there in existence. That means cards like this are way more rare. It says market price is $240, but if you're actually interested in buying, you can't find a single copy for sale less than $320. Even this beautiful Reshiram full art, it says the market price is $57, but if you actually try to buy it, you can't find a single listing less than $150. I personally think if the cards from the older eras are too expensive or too rare that they're unobtainable, then people will either skip it and go all the way back to vintage, or their attention will be refocused on modern. Destined Rivals is the next set coming to English, and it has a ton of cool cards, a lot of illustration rares, which means good hit rates. And again, it seems like Pokemon is doing their best to print as much product as they can because a ton of my friends were able to secure pre-orders. Hopefully this will be a lot different than Prismatic. What do you guys think is going to happen?